Okay, we are evaluating a stock in a hypothetical company, and we are basically doing this where we have an estimate that comes on a stock price in 8 years. So this is something that comes from outside of the problem that we're working on. This part is given to you. Future problems, you're actually going to have to figure this out using some other valuation models. But we are showing here is that we have a price in 8 years of $35.78. Okay, and so between now and then, we have D1 through D8, and every single one of these is going to be exactly the same. It's going to show annual dividends of $2.95. And on this particular stock is that we require a return of 18%. That's just what we need in order to make sure that we're compensated adequately for the risk that we're taking on. So the way that we're going to do this is that it's going to be our price today is equal to D1, and I'm just doing ... for every time period between 2 and 7, and then we're going to have D8, and this is then discounted all the way back to time period 0. Okay, and so then at the end we have to put in the price in time period 8. Okay. So what we have here is that this is a fixed payments portion. This here is a lump sum portion. So we're going to have our individual payments here. So $295 divided by 1.18, and then it's still $295 in 8 years. Okay, and then we have to use our price in year 8, and it's a really common misconception. People just leave it just like that and not actually put the discount rate below it. But we do need to make sure that we do discount it adequately. Okay, and that's going to be the eighth power. Now you notice I actually made a little error here. I just didn't carry it over, but we have to make sure that we discount every single one of these appropriately all the way through. Okay, so this part here, that's basically we think of it as the annuity portion, right? And this is the lump portion. So if we're putting this in a financial calculator, we can write this out as being N is our number of time periods, right, is 8, because we have 8 time periods where we are receiving payments of how much? Of $295, right? Because those are 8 payments of $295. And then we also know that our interest rate is going to be 18%, and we know that the future value, that single lump sum, is going to be at $35.78. So we plug all that stuff into our calculator, and it tells us that we have a current price of $21.54. Okay, so I hope this was straightforward enough for you. Otherwise, there's a number of videos on there, and you can go back and check it out.